So let's get into building this site. So what you want to do is go to your GoDaddy system, go to the web hosting and press manage. Now you'll see that I've got a system. It's has several different databases. So I'm going to add a new database and I'm going to name it whatever you want. This is going to be the folder that you load WordPress into. Now you want to go to or press WordPress to install that into that database you created. So you want to create the directory needs to match the database you created. Now that'll take a little while. Once that loads, you'll see a little pop-up that says WordPress is loaded. You want to log in. Now you have a very general WordPress site, and it puts the current theme, the WordPress supplied theme, loads that for you. In this case, I'm just going to use that theme, but I'm going to go through and first I'm going to update the plugins, and then I'm going to go through and add some custom plugins that'll add more features like the podcasting. So first one is Blueberry. This is what allows you to create the RSS feed for a podcast. So load that. And then search for duplicate. This allows you to easily duplicate a post. Very handy. So we're going to install these, but we'll go back and activate them after we're done. And then EasyAzon is a Amazon affiliate program, and it helps to organize all your Amazon links. And then the last one is MailPoet, which is a email list plugin. Allows you to collect emails on your site and communicate to people through the system. So now you want to go back through and activate all these different plugins that you want. Let's add one more, the Google Analytics. Let's go to general settings first. So you want to set up, go through each one of these tabs and just kind of customize things the way you want. Now go to the PowerPress, which is the Blueberry plugin. This is what creates the podcast. This will eventually give you a link that you can submit to iTunes. So you put in your title. If you want the title to be different from the website name, you can see the title, blog title below. I'm going to keep it blank because I want it to match the blog title. And you'll just go through and complete all this information. Now you want to be able to create a cover for your podcast. So create a new file in Photoshop called with 3000 by 3000 pixels. And very quickly I'm just going to create something here and just put in the title of the podcast on a white background. It doesn't have to be fancy at first. You can always redo this and upload a new image. This is just to get the whole thing kind of put together and out there available. And then you can refine it once you've got the basics down. You want to save this as a JPEG file. and then go to your dashboard to media and upload that image that you just made. Now what you want to do is go to this image and find the URL, copy that entire thing, and paste it into the iTunes image. And make sure you save at the bottom of the screen. Now we want to add some more media, so we're going to go to the media tab and bring in the cover. I got to add some more images to the site, but this is the very basic stuff just to get it kind of looking generally workable. You'll create a new site, new folder where you can gather all your images and all your information, keep it in one place. So I create a website folder, call one visual identity. I'll move the logo into there, the Photoshop and the JPEG file. Then I'll create one called images. Now I'm going to airdrop a file off my cell phone that I want to use, so that automatically downloads it to my downloads folder, and I can just drag it over to my images folder. I'm going to rename this. Then I'm going to drag it into the media, and it'll upload it. So go to the themes and customize theme. So you want to change the cover image to the one that I just put in. And you'll move the cropping however you want. I want to get these earphones in there. Not the best image. Of course, I'm going to change it later. It's a starting point. So basically that changes it to the image you put in. And you want to publish to make sure it saves that work you've done. And then go back and see about, go to the about page. We'll do view page, see what it looks like. Of course there's a big sandwich, we don't want that, so we'll change that. And we need to update the text. So this is the home page. It's got scrolling through all the different pages. There was a sandwich again. We need to revise all this stuff here. So each one of the sections is set up as a page in this theme. So this is the home page, which has the very first section with the header, and then the others are listed all within the pages. Here it's got home page, then about below, and then blog and all that stuff. So there's a random section that's that gets brought into the first home page that gets scrolled through. See a home page section with that coffee in the glass behind it. And then it fades to or swipes to the other images as you scroll. So let's remove one of these images and update it and see what it looks like. So you can see it just ties it to the other section without an image. There's no image in between it anymore. So if we look at our post, this is the first post they automatically put in called Hello World. This is a WordPress post. I'm going to change this to like a welcome post really quickly. Once you do that, you want to save it by pressing the update button, and we'll view it. Let's look at the comments. They automatically put a comment on one of your posts, so I'm just going to select that and trash it. So kind of look through the site, see if there's things you want to change. Just going back and forth, change the little things here or there. When you're logged into the system, you can see you can press edit underneath each section. It'll take you right to that section where then you can start updating things. It's just a process of filling in a little information here or there, going back and forth and adding stuff, tweaking things to make it look the way you want and get the idea that you want across to people. I'm going to go back through and rewrite all this content, but for now I'm just getting things set up. So let's go to the MailPoet plugin. This is what creates the email list where you can have people subscribe and communicate with you and get on a list so they can be notified of things. Forms, let's go to forms, add new. We're going to need to create a new list. So go to list, open it in a new tab so you don't close the old, and do an add new. Name it something recognizable that you want kind of the general idea of what that is, and a description if you need to. Delete this other list that it creates automatically. Go back to the forms. So let's edit this one we have already here. If there are any additional fields you want to add to the form, you can drag and drop those in now and save your form. We're going to go to widgets, which is your footer information. And we want to put this, we want to put a form on the footer. Let's see where we're putting it here, what it's going to look like. So it drops it in on the left side. So footer 1's the left, footer 2's the right. This is the blog sidebar. I don't need any of this information here. So I don't want any of this address stuff. I'm going to delete this address information out. I'm going to revise the about this site section. This is on the blog sidebar. I'm kind of going back and forth between the footer and this blog sidebar thing for now. Again, all this stuff will get edited again later. Once you've got that written, just click save and it'll update that for you. So let's go back to the MailPoets and create a new list. And this will be a list for the people that are actually interested in being on the show. So we're going to create a new form for the people that are going to be asking to be on the show. So we're going to new form and title it. We'll add it to the list that we just created, the interested list, and fill out a response. Once somebody submits the form, this is the response they'll get back through their email confirming their subscription or their email. This way you don't get a lot of spam if you have emails confirmed. And then form placement, we're going to copy that link again in case we want to put it somewhere. And we'll drag in a little bit more information that we want from these people, because these are people requesting to be on the show, so we need to gather a little bit more information. And we'll save that. Now we want to take that link that we copied, that shortcut code, the short code. First I'm just going to drag this one into the sidebar, convenient widget. So things are starting to look a little bit better, a little cleaner. I still want to have that form in one of these scrolling bars, so I'm going to maybe put it here. So I'll paste that shortcut code in here right after some text. We'll update this and delete this image. Update it again. And then we'll view it and see what it looks like. So you can see the form is in there. So let's view the whole website in sequence. There's the first section, the second section with the form we just put in, and then it goes to an image of a sandwich. So there's the about, it has the sandwich linked to it. So I'm going to remove that and update. I'm going to do the same thing with this and remove the coffee. Eventually I'll go back and put my own images in there, but for now I want to get rid of those because they don't really fit at all. So update this. I'm going to change this from blog to podcast. And there's the very basic website right there. You could pretty much call that done if you want, edit some more text, all that kind of stuff. But what I needed to is I need to tie this domain to the domain that I bought. So I bought vloggerspodcast.com, and right now that's going to, I'm going to forward this domain to the site that we just created. So I want to type in the address. I'm going to just go to a new window, type in the address that I've been working on so I know that I get it correct. This is the website here. Copy that, paste it in here. Then I'm going to go to advanced options and change this to forwarding with masking, and then change the title and finish. And now I'm going to go to vloggerspodcast.com, and you can see that it pulls in the other site, or pulls it in from another location, another address. This is a lot simpler for someone to enter in, but I don't have to pay for multiple domains, hosting packages. We've got one hosting package that allows a bunch of different WordPress sites on it, so I can consolidate and save money and just have to buy a domain and then tie it to an existing hosting package. So I hope that was helpful, and I will see you guys tomorrow.